Hi everyone, welcome back to Code Step by Step. My name is Anil. In this Angular part, we will talk about Angular CLI and we will learn some important commands of Angular CLI. So CLI stands for Command Line Interface. So this is a tool of Angular and it helps us to make our Angular work easier. How it can make easier? So see, it provides lots of command like with the help of CLI, we can create our application, we can run our application, even we can deploy and build our application also. And it's have lots of other features. Let's say you want to create new class, new interface, new services, even routes and all. Everything can be done with the Angular CLI, right? We can do all these things. We can create our classes, interface, components, module without Angular CLI also, but it will take lots of time. So I just want to show you an example. So here you can see that we have a component with the name of app. So here you can see that it have around 4 files for component and one is a module file. So if we want to create these all files manually, then it definitely take 15 to 20 minutes at least, right? But this thing can be created within a 20-second with the help of command line, and we don't need to write any kind of code. So, and one more thing, and which is really interesting, when you create your files manually, then there is a chance there can be some errors and some bugs also. Maybe there is some spell mistake and all, but whenever you are creating components, modules, classes with the help of command lines, so there is a very low chance of errors and bugs. That's why we always prefer Angular CLI. So let's jump on the official documentation, and then we will learn that how many types of command we will have in our Angular CLI, and which are the important for interviews and for beginners. So let's write here Angular CLI in Google and just jump on directly first link. And this is the overview and reference page for command line. So here you can see that this is the first command that help us to install our Angular CLI, right? And I already told you what is the meaning of -g. That simply means we are installing Angular CLI globally in our operating system, so that you can install it in any folder. Like you can install it inside the dashboard, download, document, wherever you want, and you can use it in the any other directories, any other folders also, because our Angular CLI is installed on our global level of operating system, right? So now let's talk about some basic flow. So let's say you just want to get a list of all commands, that how you can get that list. For that, let's open the terminal. Even you can use any kind of terminal, like Windows terminal you can use your a code editor tool or any other also, right? So just simply write here ng and put here help, and it will give you a list of commands that is available with the CLI. So first is for add, and this command will help us whenever we want to install any external libraries. After that, there is a one more command for configuration of analytics. We can build our application, we can deploy, configure, we can open our docs, even we can this is help command is also present. Then it's just telling that list of available commands and their short description, and we are just going through with it. After that, as you know, we already use the new command ng new, and with our project name we can run it, we can test and serve it with the all and every feature we have commands, right? So which are the most important commands here? See, these are the actually overviews, these are not actually all commands. So if you just want to go with the all commands, here you can see that these are the basically you can see that categories of command, like add, category, analytics, build and all. So here you can see that these are the all commands, like ng add. Whenever you will open it, ng add, then you will find that there is a lots of option with the ng analytics like this, and lots of other options with the ng build, configuration, deploy and all, right? But the most important category is which is ng generate. Whenever we are working with the Angular project, we definitely need the ng generate command, right? Because whenever we are creating any component, any class, any module, any service, we need this command. So let's see how we can create a component with the help of this command. So if you are not familiar with the components, modules and services, then don't worry, in the upcoming video we will learn these things, right? And this is the, actually you can say that components are the base of any Angular application, right? So we will learn about components in detail in the upcoming video, but again I just want to give you a brief description. So let's say you just want to create a small functionality like login. That what you need for that login, we need a CSS file for style, we need HTML file for just make the button and text boxes and all, we need the TS file to collect the data and connect with the API, spec for test all the functions, HTML and all. So we need 4 files, and these are the part of component, right? So now let's see how we can generate first one, ng generate. After that component, if you want to generate a component, and if you want to generate a module, then you can simply put here module like this, right? So just put here component and component name. So let's say my component name is login. Whenever you will create a login component, it will automatically include inside app, because app is our base, or you can say that the root component. Here you can see that we got here login component, and it again have the 4 files, right? So similar way we can create one more, let's say register. Just write here ng generate component register, all right? And here we go with the register. So how we can create guys, do you know that there is a shortcut command also for these components and generate the things? Let's say ng, and after, actually I just misspelled the register, sorry for that. Ng, G for generate, C for component, and you can put your component name, let's say profile, and hit it. And now this command is similar to that one, right? So here you can see that we got a profile component also. So let's say you want to create a module. So for that you can just simply put here ng generate module and your module name. Let's say I want to make a module for user auth, and here we it is taking time, yeah. So here we go with the module. So whenever you will create a module, there is only one file, but inside a module you can create multiple components also. Let me clear this old stuff, and let's see how we can create a component inside this module. So just put here ng G for generate, I am using the shortcut command, C for component, and use here your module name, which is user auth. After that slash, and you can put here anything, let's say sign in, and hit enter. Whenever you will hit it, you will find that you are getting a component inside component auth. So this is the way that how we can create component module, and we can create component inside module and all. So there is a lots of other command also. So let me just want to show you, these are the all options with the ng generate. So you can create a class also. How you can create class? This is again a simple ng G for generate class and your class name. Let's say my class name is dummy. Just hit enter, and you will find that you are getting a file inside src folder, and sorry, inside the src in app folder. So it will create 2 files, one for our actually class and second one for testing file of this class. Here you can see that, right? Even you can see that whenever we will create these 2 files, it will take around 2 to 3 minutes, right? But with the command line it just take 5 seconds. Okay, we can also create the libraries, pipes, resolver, services also. So let's see that how we can create a service. ng G for generate service and your service name. Let's say I just want to make a file name which is API service, and just hit the enter. Again it will generate 2 files, one for testing the service and another one for actual service file, right? So with that way we can create file. So in interviews it can be asked that how you can create a component inside a module, how you can create a service, This kind of question can be asked. Even you can create a service inside the you can say inside the module. So let me show you that how we can create ngg service, and here you can put here user auth, and then you can just put your service name, let's say test service, and whenever you will hit it, and within a moment you will find that, let's open your user auth, and here we have two test services also, right? So with that way we can create our test service inside the module and all. And last, and which is very important in interviews, many time interviewer asks that how you will create a build with the Angular. So for that we have a very simple command, but it can have a multiple configurations. But let's see with the very basic module ng build. Whenever you will run this command, it will take some time, depend on your project size. If you have a big project, it might take 10 minutes also, but for a moment we have a very small, so it will just take 30 to 40 seconds. So it will create a new folder here with a dist and our project name, right? So and inside it we have some files for JS, and one file for HTML, and one file for style, and we will just get this file and we can deploy on our server. So it's done here, and you can see that we have a dist folder now, and again it has some one HTML file, some CSS files and all. So what actually do, it will just compress your whole project in just some files, right? And if you want to read that code, this is nearly impossible to read. Here you can see that. So all right, these are some important files and some discussion about the, you can say that Angular CLI. If you have any confusion, if you want to get to know about any configurational command or any command, then you can ask me in the comment box, and please subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.